Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. Just in case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. This is one of my dogs, Gus. Now, today we're doing a funky quad stretch. You are going to need something firm yet soft. So I've got my firm yet soft bolster cushion. You could use a couple pillows. You could also throw some books or a block underneath your pillows so that it's kind of about this high off the ground. But figure out what you're going to use, find a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. All right, you guys, so we can come over onto our knees. Now, this quad stretch is very similar to a quad stretch that I do with you guys sometimes if you practice with me on a regular basis. But we are elevating our foot this time and our hips, I guess. So have your pillow or your structure of items behind you. And then we're going to rest just the left foot on top. So you're going to want whatever you're using to be somewhat soft so you're not getting any pressure, any pinching on the ankle or the shin or the foot. Because we want to sit back on the heel. We want to sit back on the heel, or you could sit on the inside of that heel. But our left knee is on the ground, and then our foot, and therefore our hips, are lifted on something. Now, our right leg can stay bent wherever you want it to be. It's there to help us balance. You're just going to either stay sitting tall or lean back. And the further you lean back, the more you should feel your quad. Try to let your knees stay down on the ground. See how this feels. Just scooch around. So if you aren't comfortable here, I want you to be comfortable. Unless it's a stretching sensation that you're getting, maybe through the ankle, the shin, the quad, the hip. Make sure your knee is happy here. I'm leaning back just enough to be comfortable yet feel the stretch. I'm also just gently pressing into my right foot just to keep my hips level and to prevent my hips from sliding forwards and off of my pillow. Now, if everything is happy, great. But if you do want to try to lift your knee, you can, as long as everything is still happy. And you might find that if you lift the knee, get a little less quad, maybe more ankle and shin. You could try, a little tricky, the hips lifted, but you could lay back more. Maybe you're already on your forearms, so you could try to lay all the way down on your back. But breathe. Relax your shoulders and your chest. And then if you did lift the knee, we're going to try to bring it back down. So that means you might have to sit up a little higher. Try to drop the knee. Nice work, you guys. All right, you can come out of this however you can come out of this. I'm going to tip over towards the right a little bit, lift the hips, and take my foot out. That's the easiest way for me to come out of that. But shake it out, let it go, check in with the knees, the ankles, make sure everything was enjoying their time in that stretch. And then we just get to switch to the other side. And since it takes a little bit to set up, you can start to set up. But right foot on top of something, left foot forwards, and then we're trying to sit back either on the heel or beside the heel. And then you might stay sitting tall, or you might be leaning back, but let's try to keep the knee on the ground. For these first few moments, see how this feels. Wherever your left leg needs to be. Again, I'm kind of pushing into my foot a little bit just to keep my hips from sliding forwards, to keep my hips level. And if you're lucky, you'll feel your ankle, your hip, as well as your quad. But it might just be one of those areas as well. You're still lucky. Nice work, you guys. So if the knee wants to try to lift, it can, but go very slow and just make sure, again, everything is happy. No pain. Just stretch. Maybe leaning back a little bit further, but maybe not. Place where you can breathe and stretch. If you did lift your knee, try to bring it back down. See how that feels now that we've been here for a few moments. Awesome, Reiki, guys. However you need to get out of it, you can get out of it. Maybe a little tip to the side and sliding your foot out. And then you can take a second to shake it out, hug it out. Just notice what you're feeling. Your ankles, your shins and knees, your quads, and your hips. Thank you so much for joining me today. That is it. That is all. You might want to spend a little bit of time with your legs out long and in a forward fold counter stretch. But I hope that you enjoy your day. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, namaste.